So hi friends, welcome to our channel Hamara Desh. My name is Parth and today we are going to discuss about matter. Before going on to the topic of matter, let's discuss about one more important thing. So to remember the topic which our teacher has taught us, we have to concentrate when she is teaching or writing something, and after coming to home you have to tell these things to your parents and or brothers so that you can remember this. And now let's go on to the topic of matter. So anything that has mass and occupies space is known as the matter. Now you are thinking, what is mass? So let me tell you, mass is the quantity of matter available in that product. This is known as the mass. So now let me tell you, how did matter come into this world? So there was a huge explosion in the universe that is known as the Big Bang. It produced a lot of energy that afterwards changed into tiny particles known as the matter. So now there are two types of matter. First one is the living matter and second one is the non-living matter. So first let's discuss about the living matter. So the living matter is anything that moves, grows or reproduces on its own is known as the living matter. So some examples of living matter is humans, animals, birds and plants. Now you are thinking, why does plant come in this category? So let me tell you, plant come in this category as they do not move but they grow and reproduce on their own. So they come in this category. Now let's talk about the non-living matter. In non-living matter, anything that does not move, grows or reproduces on its own is known as the non-living matter. There are two types of non-living matter. First is the natural matter and second one is the human-made matter. So now first let's talk about the natural matter. Anything that is produced by or made by nature is known as the natural matter. Examples of natural matter is air, water and rock. So now let's talk about the human made. Anything that is made by human is known as the human made matter. Examples is nylon, glass and plastic. So after knowing this much, let's go on to the topic of mass or matter. Matter. In matter there is that occupies space or mass. So now we have learned about mass. Again I am going to tell you, mass is that the quantity of matter available in the product is known as the mass. So now let's go on to the solids. To go on to the solids, before this I am telling you some activities so that we can know that air, liquid and solids contain mass. So the first activity is we need a beam balance and we need two glasses. Beam balance is an equipment that is used to weight. So now we need two glasses. Keep on the both the sides of the beam balance. Then you can see that they are of the same weight. And in one glass you have to pour water and one glass should be empty. Then you can see that the glass that contain water goes downwards. And the third thing is one glass should be empty and one glass should be full of rocks. And now you can see that the glass containing rocks move downwards. By this you can know that solids and liquid have mass in them. And the second activity is we need a balloon. We need one stick and two balloons and tie a thread into the middle of the stick. Tie both the balloons and both the balloons should be of the same weight or same size. Then puncture one balloon and then you can see the side which the balloon is in. The balloon contains air that moves downward. By this you can know that air has mass. So now the third thing is we need a bucket of some water in the bucket and a glass. Take the glass, put it straight into the bucket. And then tighten it a bit then you can see some bubbles come in the water. This is because we think that the glass is empty, but the glass contains air, and when the water enters the glass, then the air comes out of the glass, and this is why bubbles come over there inside the water. So now after knowing this, let's move on to solids. In solids, the molecules are very closely packed. That is why they have a definite shape and a volume. Examples of solids are table, chair, etc. So now let's talk about the liquids. In liquids, the molecules are loosely packed. That is why they have a definite volume but not a definite shape. They take the shape of the container. So now let's talk about miscible and immiscible liquids. To know about miscible and immiscible liquids, we have to know what are they. So miscible liquid that dissolve in each other completely are known as the miscible liquids. Immiscible liquid that do not dissolve in each other completely are known as the immiscible liquids. Some examples of miscible and immiscible liquids are lemon juice and water of miscible liquid, and immiscible liquid salt water and water. So to separate this insoluble liquids, we have two steps. First is the filtration and second is the evaporation. So first let's know about the filtration. To do filtration, we need a funnel, a filter paper cone, put it inside the funnel, a beaker and some muddy water. Then pour the muddy water inside the funnel. The holes of the filter paper is smaller than the sand particles. That is why the sand particles get stuck inside the filter paper and the fresh water come down into the beaker. But after this process, the water that comes inside the beaker is known as the filtrate, and the waste that remain in the filter paper is known as the residue. But also after this process, the water is not good to be drink. So now let's go on to the process of evaporation. To do evaporation, we need a gas stove and a cooking vessel and some salty water. Pour the salty water into the cooking vessel on the gas stove, and then you can see that the water starts boiling, and this water after some time changes into water vapor, and after this process only the salt will be left inside the cooking vessel. By this process we can know that water changes onto water vapor on heating. So we note these two process of removing the immiscible liquids from removing the immiscible things from the liquids. So now let's go on to gases. In gases, the molecules are very loosely packed. So then you can observe that when you spray some perfume inside your room, that perfume smell comes into your whole room, and wherever you go you can smell this perfume. Because of this, the molecules of the gases are very loosely packed, so they take the whole space they are given. So now I am going to find some differentiation between solid, liquid and gases. So first we are going to talk about their molecules. In solids, the molecules are tightly packed, and in liquids the molecules are loosely packed, and in gases the molecules are very loosely packed. So by knowing this, if you like our video, then please like, share and subscribe to our channel. And two questions what I am going to ask you is, first question is from where did matter come, and the second question is which are the two types of matter. I am not going to answer this. You have to only answer this in the comment box, and in next video I am going to tell you these answers. Until then, you find the answers. Thank you, and if you like our video, then please like, share and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.